Welcome back, horror fans, cinephiles, and Giallo enthusiasts. This is Tanner Leeser, your host for all things Giallo here on The King and Giallo. This is another unscripted talking head movie review. This is for the 1972 Italian-Belgian Giallo, The Killer is on the Phone. Directed by Alberto de Martino, starring Telly, Savalas, and Heywood, Osvaldo, Ruggeri, Giorgio, Piazza, Rossella, Falk, and Willeke van Ammelrooy? I don't know. My God, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go through this one. I want to make this one brief. Troy Howarth's description is, Eleanor Loraine, an actress, is stricken with amnesia. In an effort to unlock the cause of her sudden memory loss, her husband, George, authorizes the use of sodium pentothal. While under the influence of the drug, she reveals that she witnessed the murder of her former lover and had suppressed the memory. Now the man responsible for the killing is after her and is determined to silence her for good. I will say this right away. I might have missed this, but I don't understand why the title is The Killer is on the Phone. That makes it sound like it's When a Stranger Calls or something. I really think they should have gone with a completely different title. The one thing I will say initially about this movie is this is one of those Giallo films that's more focused on a female protagonist with memory loss or amnesia or something. It's a little bit more psychological, and it's her trying to put the pieces together. The ones that come to mind, the best one in my opinion is probably Footprints on the Moon, which comes out in 1978, Luigi Bolzoni. And then one that came out earlier this year, Eye in the Labyrinth, which also similar to Footprints on the Moon. This one a tad different, and I will say that I did fairly enjoy this one enough. There was a lot of stuff in it that I thought was engaging. The plot was a little bit slow. And also, you know who the killer is within the first couple minutes. It's what triggers Eleanor. It's what triggers her to have this amnesic episode. And the killer is played by Telly Savalas. And so I'm watching this like it's Kojak harassing this woman. And Telly Savalas is, I know him from Mario Bava's Lisa and the Devil, but he's also Kojak. And so that was kind of funny, but he's like a hitman, and he's both really, really good at his job and also a little incompetent when the plot needs him to be. But no, this movie was interesting. I think I think there was a better movie in here. It was just, I don't know. There's a weird plot where Eleanor keeps sleeping with this guy because she thinks that maybe she was having an affair with him and she doesn't remember, and maybe this will jog her memory. So she suddenly becomes amnesic over the last 5 years, and she doesn't remember who her husband is. The place that she used to live has been torn down, and she recalls that she was married to this other guy. I think his name was Martin. It doesn't really matter. So she remembers that she was married to this other guy, and she thinks she's still married to him. Apparently there was a bit of I'm covering up, I'm burying these horrible memories after he was murdered, and she kind of just moved on with her life, found this other guy, George, I believe, and married him. But then when she saw the killer recently, after going on a trip, that suddenly triggered all of this amnesia. So now she can't remember anything from when she had initially blocked out that guy's her husband's or her boyfriend's murder. So that's very interesting. I do like that. But what's funny is the amnesia kind of comes and goes. So all of a sudden she remembers that she's an actress and she returns to the theater. And I did like that they had a lot of good use of a theater space. And that comes up later in the final chase, which was really cool. But she gets up and they're rehearsing Lady Godiva, and she starts, she's ready to perform. They're or ready to rehearse. The show is opening in a few days, and the director's like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready. Come on, let's start from the monologue." Okay. And the actor, her scene partner, begins, and then she starts talking, and she's like, I'm trying to remember what the first, I think it's "Come you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here." And I'm like, that's Lady Macbeth. I'm like, what the fuck? She's literally doing like Act 1, Scene 5 from Macbeth, and she does the whole soliloquy, and it's pretty good. But yeah, the guy's like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. He's like, that was Lady Macbeth. We're doing Lady Godiva. And she's like, oh my god, but what's going on? And yeah, so all in all, because again, I'm watching so many movies one after the other, and this was a fine movie. I'm already starting to forget aspects about it. It was fine. I've definitely saw a lot of better ones this year. I've saw a lot that were worse. This is a type of Giallo that is like, you're probably going to see this if you've already seen close to 100 Giallo films. I don't imagine anybody seeing this as like their first 10. Well, I mean, people surprise me with what they've seen when. But this is definitely more of one that is a deeper dive. You really got to go into the weeds to find this one. And it was fine. You can find it. I believe there were English subtitles for this one, and I will put it up, but I believe somebody else already put it up. I will probably upload it as well. Doesn't matter. I don't monetize them, so it doesn't matter if you watch it or not. I just want people to be able to find these movies, watch them, and a lot of people have found them through my channel. So cool, awesome. I'm glad I could share some of these movies. Anyways, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh yes, I'm thankful I remember this. We do get to there being like a bit of a mastermind plot at the end. So Kojak is the killer, but there's more to it. And when we do get this little reveal in the last like 3 minutes something, I cracked up. I laughed harder than I laughed during the spoof Giallo films, because I don't want to spoil it. Okay, you know what? Skip forward like 20-30 seconds if you don't want it spoiled. This character played by Rossella Falk, I believe it's her, is like, she couldn't stand that the main girl was like with a guy. She was like, I wanted you. So it's like a lesbian motive. What the fuck is that? And she like has a gun on the main girl has a gun on the woman, and then she drops it, she goes in, she kisses her, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then she says something like, you will be tormented for the rest of your life or whatever. She leaves, and then you hear a gunshot go off in the theater or back in the building, and it was that all made me crack up, and I was not supposed to, and I laughed harder than I did in either of those two spoof movies. So that was pretty funny, unintentionally. Again, okay, so that's all I've got for The Killer is on the Phone, which, yep, don't like that. Again, there may have been a part in the movie where the killer was on the phone. She's like, oh my god, what is going on? Oh, I'm having an amnesiac attack, but I don't remember it. Yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are on The Killer is on the Phone, and maybe you've got some maybe you've got some insights that I'm a little daft to. So or deft to. Is that the word? Either way, I am daft. So yeah, thank you for watching. These unscripted reviews for these Forgotten Giallo films are going to be a little worse than my usual ones. I mean, here's the deal: is I didn't build this channel doing unscripted movie reviews like some other channels did. So if I throw these together and I kind of feel like cat's got my tongue, I don't really care. It's just like I don't want to ever put you off from any of these movies, like, well, Tanner didn't like it, so I shouldn't watch it. Like, no, if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. And there's a lot of movies, a lot of Giallo films that y'all love way more than I do. And I don't think there's been one that I've watched that I've said, this is actually a terrible movie. There's some that are just like, I don't know. It wasn't for me. But this one, like I said, there was a seed of a good movie in here. And I don't know, they had a decent cast. I think Silvio Cipriani did the music for it too, but it's like, it's not bad. Yeah, Silvio Cipriani did the music. Alberto de Martino directed it, and from what I remember, his stuff is very like, not bad, but not one of the greats. I don't want to shit on him. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. This is Tanner Leeser for The King and Giallo, and if nothing else, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.
Perché ti volevo per me, Eleanor.